Craving a corn dog? Pining for a frank? Don't despair. Here are a few of the finest weenies on a stick in the whole wide world, or at least the continental US. Few Texan traditions are as long-standing and beloved as Fletcher's original corny dogs. At the height of World War II, siblings Neil and Carl Fletcher crafted their own battered sausage, tweaking the concoction so that it could be fried in oil rather than the more common method of oven baking. When they unveiled their invention at the state fair, they served their dogs on a stick to provide customers with portability. Thus, the corny dog was born. Carnival goers extol the virtues of the corny dog, and there's much to be praised about the recipe. The cornmeal mix required over a decade of experimentation to get right, and the frank, a mix of beef and pork, is made from top-shelf meat.
It's got that crunch, it's got that, bready goodness.
To see why hundreds of thousands of folks attend Texas's state fair every year, you do well to start with the classics. The original corny dog, drizzled in yellow mustard, is the picture-perfect encapsulation of a statewide tradition. Route 66 hosts plentiful weenie vendors, some of which draw visitors from far afield to see what the fuss is about. The Cozy Dog Drive-In emerged from similar circumstances to Fletcher's corny dogs, as its founder, Ed Waldmeyer, sought a speedier solution to cooking broths and batter. After being developed in military kitchens, the Cozy Dog found its way along the Great American Highway in Springfield, Illinois, where it served to new generations passing on through. The Cozy Dog features a savory breading, so these dogs aren't going to have that honeyed sweetness normally associated with corn dogs. In fact, even calling them corn dogs is technically a misnomer, and one that locals are bound to call out. In any case, the restaurant's recipe is quite special, and it has been preserved since its inception in 1946. And while this makes for a fantastic quick snack, weary travelers can justify a longer sit thanks to the drive-in's renowned skin-on fries and quirky vintage decor. In the buzzy sprawl of Chicago's Wicker Park, you'll find Bangers and Lace grilling up its own beefy dogs. While it's the beer that reigns supreme here, locals are just as keen on the broths menu, which, while slim in choice, is bursting with originality. Meanwhile, toppings such as Mexican-style street corn and pimento cheese fit in with the industrialized yet comforting feel of the dining room. A corn dog here sets you back $7, so it's far from the frugal Stix hawked on the boardwalks. Then again, most of those corn dogs aren't fried in a heavenly brioche batter and stuffed with quality links sourced from Chicagoland's time-honored supplier Vienna beef. Although the ingredients are high quality, these dogs are prepared the traditional way, with an old-school taste that inspired one Yelp reviewer to declare this the best dog ever dipped in cornbread. It's no mystery that many restaurants around the nation crank out excellent corn dogs. But is the US really home to the best corn dogs in the world? That's what this Utah food truck claims. And judging by their following, they may just be right. The husband and wife team behind World's Best Corn Dogs parks its cart throughout the Southwest, feeding fried franks to school fairs and office parties since 2013. Although they're based in Utah, they've also been busy serving their neighbors in Nevada and Idaho. Staying true to the snack's sideshow roots, every pure beef sausage is browned in canola oil to a crispy golden hue.
It's the batter and the love and a little bit of crack, we put in there too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, extra things.
Yeah.
The truck's main offering is the foot-long corn dog, while halfsies are, well, exactly that. And while you may be tempted by ketchup and mustard, World's Best is convinced that you ought to be slathering sticky honey on their dogs, if you really want to be knocked off your feet. In Austin, Texas, Moonshine Patio Bar and Grill offers an offbeat take on classic Southern cuisine, and it's downright mouth-watering. The restaurant opened for business in 2003, but the building itself has been around far longer, at least since the 19th century, when it acted as a watering hole for local domino players. Right from the start, this gastropub's version of corn dog bites rethinks the classic appetizer for adult palates. They aren't typical corn dog bites. In fact, there's no corn dog to speak of. Corn dog shrimp, one of the signature cuts, are essentially curled prawns encased in a coat of cornmeal that's airy, crunchy, and not too sweet. And they even come alongside a honey mustard sauce with a dash of tart blueberry. Now, while it may be pricey, this snack seems to be worth it. As one person warns, you might not want to share it. Carnival-style whimsy whirls year-round at Fannie Farkle's, a place where entertainment and greasy eats collide. This Gatlinburg, Tennessee destination entices locals and tourists with non-stop games, and like any fairground setting, that's a good sign that a colossal corn dog is in reach. Indeed, the biggest attraction of all might well be the Ogle Dog. This dog's over-the-top proportions certainly match its name. It measures a whole foot, and the stick is impaled with not one, but two juicy beef links. Although it comes in on the expensive side, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. The cornbread coating, which is the result of a carefully guarded recipe, is the real winner. And countless happy eaters have confirmed that the batter is fluffy and crunchy. In review after review, it's apparent how much this treat is adored. One Yelp user gushes, "Literally the best corn dog I've ever had." Pinky's Westside grill oozes pure kitsch, both inside and out. Where else can you see a patriotically painted vintage car on the roof, or eat a sandwich called the White Trash Burger? That food isn't half bad either. Guy Fieri is on the books for making repeat visits on diners, drive-ins, and dives, giving this Charlotte, North Carolina stop some much-needed exposure during the show's first season.
You're attacking this thing. It's like a coyote got a hold of it.
There's plenty to love about Pinky's traditional corn dog. The so-called Viking corn dog features Nathan's beef links that are sizzled on the grill before plunging first into cornmeal and then the fryer. The real star of the show, however, is the corn dog shrimp. Plump prawns battered and fried in a crisp coating, served alongside an array of sauces, from buffalo to wasabi ranch. And if you're abstaining from meat, you can even try the veggie corn dog, known as the one and only, which is notable for being the city's first offering of its type. It's not hard to find Korean-style corn dogs these days, but Stix is credited for kicking off the trend in Northern California. The basic foundation for its batter is rice flour dusted with sugar. From there, you'll see these rolled in everything but the kitchen sink. Ramen, cornflakes, and Flamin' Hot Cheetos represent a mere smidgen of the possibilities. More than your everyday street food, Korean corn dogs also provide a more adventurous option for hot dog lovers who are otherwise burned out on standard franks. Unsure where to start? Order Stix Potato Dog to get an idea as to why locals and visitors so adore this inventive snack. The go-to filling is a beef frank with mozzarella, but customers can even replace the meat with pure molten cheese.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
It seems thrill seekers throng Disneyland for the park's themed snacks and restaurants as much as they do the rides. And if you happen to be visiting the happiest place on earth, you can't miss a stop at Little Red Wagon. The most obvious reason these corn dogs rule boils down to the scratch-made batter, which boasts a dense crunch up top with a doughiness that clings to the salted meat. Considering these corn dogs are dipped to order at one of the hottest amusement sites on the planet, don't expect the kind of budget-friendly dogs you could score from the beach. But when they've been called everything from superb to heaven on a stick, it's clear the hype is well-earned. Little Red Wagon even possesses a 4-star rating on Yelp with over 800 reviews, most of which are passionately positive. Track down the original caboose on Main Street, USA, or when lines are down the block, try the Stagecoach Cafe or CornDog Cafe as a reliable plan B. Like Little Red Wagon, the Viking Truck is also stationed in Anaheim. However, the overlords at Disneyland demand a day pass to patronize Little Red Wagon, whereas this barbarian-themed car brandishes meaty goodness across Orange County, no admission necessary. One of the menu's standouts, the Nemesis Corn Dog, more than rivals the wares of any hot dog stand. For one, customers can watch their order come to life from the fryer. Each stick is impaled with a smoky sausage, which is then coated by hand in the truck's hearty sweet corn batter. Served with your pick of sauces, obviously. Since the bulk of the Viking Truck's wares are weenie-centric, including vegetarian-friendly substitutes, nothing sits at the sidelines, and every dog emerges from the oil golden brown and bubbling hot. Admittedly, these aren't the most budget-friendly dogs out there, but for a filling meal that's made fresh at every step, it's hard to complain. Fruit Loops, pineapple, and chocolate sauce? Sounds more like a froyo counter than a hot dog stand, right? Yet, Clowndog Hot Dog Parlor gives you the chance to truly unleash your creativity. The Albuquerque, New Mexico eatery's playful ethos never overwhelms the tried-and-true hot dog formula, but the build-your-own format is still the stuff of carnivorous fever dreams. Meanwhile, Clowndog's kooky funhouse decor provides the perfect setting to craft the corn dog of your dreams. It'll come at a $1.50 surcharge to eat there, but there'll be no doubt that you made the right call after biting into that first snap of browned crust. Squiggle on the mustard if you must, but the ingenious toppings more than justify a trip out of your comfort zone. For fans of the chili dog, Arbetter's Hot Dogs is legendary. This no-frills establishment, opened in 1959 by the Arbetter family, is considered a Miami institution, and the family's current generations continue to hawk hot dogs with a smile.
We're nice to people. We're about being nice here, and that's what we are. That's what we are.
They also specialize in tater tots, fries, and onion rings. There's an old-school air when you walk through the door, and that's equally true for the menu that features boiled links and sizzling sausages, in this case courtesy of Sabrett, a common brand sold at hot dog stands. There's much to say about this wiener purveyor. Toppings are free of charge, soda refills are granted by uttering praise for a certain ball player, and the house specialty is quite something. But the fact that many praise the corn dog speaks volumes. Indeed, Arbetter's isn't flashy about its impaled franks, but they're served fast and fresh at a price that has no business being so low. Another point in its favor is the batter, which boasts crispness and a fluffy interior. One TripAdvisor user raves, "Hot dogs are good, but it's the corn dogs that are a must." Remember Fletcher's Texas Corny Dogs? This Dallas eatery was started by another member of the Fletcher clan, but these battered bites are nothing like the kind immortalized at the state fair decades ago. Rather, CornDog with no name dabbles in what they call fine stick food, prizing upscale ingredients with a gastronomical bent. Experimenting with fillings like breakfast sausage and edible gold, in addition to tweaking the batter, has given the newcomer a competitive edge. As drama swirls around the startup's proximity to the other family corn dog business, it's important to point out the differences between each joint's menus. This one is extremely rich and indulgent, even by the Fryer standards. One offering, called the Bacon, is tossed in a sheath of crunchy bacon containing a sausage combining cheese and jalapeno pepper. Another concoction, the Pickle, offers a must-try infusing vinegar zing. It seems you can take the carnival out of the corn dog, but as corn dog with no name's funnel cakes and dipped dogs show, the fairground is never far away.